Big breaking news story on top of the biggest story tonight. NEET examinations have been postponed. NEET exams were scheduled on the 18th of April. This is a big breaking story. In fact, students across India, that was one of the demands of students across India of NEET examinations that they wanted either postponed or cancelled. It has now been postponed. In the light of the surge in COVID-19 cases, the government of India deciding to postpone the national eligibility cum entrance test post-graduation exams scheduled to be held on the 18th of April. The next date will be decided later, so it's been postponed indefinitely. We'll try and get some responses to this as well, because this is a very, very, very big development. And I believe, we have some special guests as well on the show. We will stay with the story and bring them in. And just once again telling our viewers about the breaking news updates coming in on Republic TV of the big story this evening. The big story of the NEET examinations being postponed. In fact, it's a big breaking story because most students across India were asking for this. The students who are planning to apply for the NEET exams were asking for this, and it's now been postponed. Let me take this forward. Let me take this forward to Vishwas Sarang, who's the Minister, Medical Education, Madhya Pradesh, and I also have Mr. K. Sudhakar, who's the Health Minister of Karnataka. So from two different states, we have two ministers joining us live on the show. So on a story that is breaking this evening, Mr. Sarang and Mr. Sudhakar, I'll get in Mr. Sarang first, and then Mr. Sudhakar can come in because Mr. Sarang has to leave. Mr. Sudhakar, I'll just take one question from him. Mr. Sarang, Vishwas Sarang ji, अभी जो ये decision ली हुई है center का, that NEET examinations will be postponed. What's your take on that? One of the demands of students has been across India, especially in the last few days. You know, we've been getting a lot of questions, Vishwas Sarang ji, कि NEET exam का क्या होगा, state examinations का क्या होगा, जो कई तरह की जो eligibility entrance examinations होते हैं उसका क्या होगा. तो ये जो NEET examination का decision है, आपका क्या कहना है इस पर, विश्वास सारंग जी?
देखिए, ये एक पेंडेमिक का समय है, महामारी है, और जिस प्रकार से संक्रमण बहुत तेज़ी से फैल रहा है, ये बात सही है कि हमें हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को भी बचाना है और जनता को भी बचाना है. इसलिए सरकार ने ये निर्णय लिया है, चाहे वो सीबीएसई के एग्ज़ाम की बात हो या आज नीट के एग्ज़ाम को पोस्टपोन करने की बात हो, क्योंकि सरकार की प्रायोरिटी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण इस बात पर है कि हमारे लोगों की जान बचे और ख़ासकर स्टूडेंट्स, यंगस्टर्स की जान बचे. इसलिए निर्णय इस समय पर बहुत उचित है और मुझे लगता है कि एक बार हम संक्रमण को रोक लें, एक बार हम संक्रमण की चेन को तोड़ दें, एक बार हम इस संकट से उबर जाएं, ये महामारी खत्म हो जाए, फिर एग्जाम होगा. मुझे लगता है ये निर्णय इस समय पर बहुत उचित है.
और दूसरा चीज ये है कि विश्वास सारंग जी एंड सुधाकर जी भी है हमारे साथ. सुधाकर जी हेल्थ मिनिस्टर है कर्नाटका के और आप मेडिकल एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर है मध्य प्रदेश के. आप दोनों से पूछना चाहता हूं और आप मुझे पहले बता सकते हैं कि आपका कहना क्या है इस पर. अक्रॉस इंडिया देयर इज अ सेंस, एंड दिस इज अ सेंस दैट वी आर गेटिंग, दैट डिफरेंट गवर्नमेंट्स have somehow failed to sense or stop the second wave. Did state governments act late in the second wave? Vishwas Sarang ji, have all state governments been caught on the back foot on this one? ये जो second wave है.
मेरा इसमें ये कहना है कि देखिए, इतना अनप्रेडिक्टेबल वायरस है. हम देखेंगे कि आज से 3 हफ्ते पहले स्थितियाँ एकदम सामान्य थी. देखिए, पहले दावा किया जा रहा था कि ये वायरस गर्मी में ख़त्म हो जाएगा, ठंड में बढ़ जाएगा. इसका जस्ट उल्टा हुआ. ये गर्मी में बढ़ा और ठंड में कम हुआ. ये वायरस कैसे आया इसका किसी को नहीं मालूम. ये वायरस कैसे बढ़ा ये किसी को नहीं मालूम. ये वायरस कैसे कम हुआ ये किसी को नहीं मालूम. और अब ये वायरस इतनी तेज़ी से कैसे बढ़ गया इसका भी किसी को ज्ञान नहीं है. देखिए, महामारी जब होती है तो ऐसी ही परिस्थितियां होती हैं. मुझे नहीं लगता है कि कोई गवर्नमेंट लेट हुई है या किसी गवर्नमेंट ने इस मामले में विचार नहीं किया. सभी गवर्नमेंट चाहती हैं कि वो जनता को बचाए, पर ये इतना अनप्रेडिक्टेबल वायरस है कि इस पर निश्चित रूप से आकलन करना बहुत मुश्किल है. जो हम सोचते थे कि पिछले साल पीक होके चला गया, और वो पीक तो सदियों पीछे चला गया। आज हम देख रहे हैं कि वो पीक से बहुत ऊपर हम हैं। इसलिए मुझे नहीं लगता है कि हम कोई लेट हुए हैं, पर यह बात जरूर है कि ये अनप्रेडिक्टेबल वायरस है, संकट बड़ा है, संक्रमण तेजी से फैल रहा है और ये महामारी का दौर है। हम सबको मिलकर इस महामारी से निपटना होगा, आचार संहिता का पालन करना होगा, मास्क लगाना होगा, सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का पालन करना होगा और ये सुनिश्चित करना होगा कि हम अपने को और अपने परिवार को इस संकट से, संक्रमण से बचाएं। थैंक यू।
ओके, विश्वास सारंग जी हमारे साथ बने रहिए बिकॉज आई ऑल्सो हैव मिस्टर सुधाकर. Why don't you hear the perspective of another state, Karnataka? Karnataka Health Minister Sudhakar is also on the show with us this evening. Sudhakar, looking at the surge in the number of cases, and we've just, broadcast some numbers that are coming in from Karnataka as well, over 14,000 cases, and you know the situation on the ground. Do you think there was, somewhere, a sense of people taking it easy and even state governments perhaps taking a step back? You think people just dropped their guard in this entire fight?
Yeah, good evening, Niranjan ji. See, basically, every government wanted to control this pandemic, and ever since this has broken out, since last year exactly in the March, since then we are ensuring and we are constantly monitoring the cases in the state. We are also trying to understand the perspective, what is happening globally. So we were aware that this second wave, we have seen in many countries, there are 3-4 waves which have been witnessed already. But the second wave has taken almost 7-8 months for us. For example, from September, we had not seen any increase in the cases in Karnataka as concerned. So we started noticing since March, because there was a spike in cases in the neighboring states, that is in Maharashtra and Kerala. So since that time, we started to ensure that the checks monitoring was going on in the border areas, border districts. We knew for a fact the second wave, in like all other nations, this is going to be a very, very contagious one, may not be a severe one. In terms of mortality, it can be much lower than the first wave that we saw. But in terms of the spread, it has a more wider spread than the earlier one. The government was well prepared, and we knew for a fact that this is going to hit us quite badly. Because we are a federal structure, we are one nation, we can't have a prevention, or we cannot say that other state people cannot come into our state. So keeping that view in mind, and also because of the kind of financial losses that our people have gone through, the discrepancies in the livelihood of the people, common man, we had to be little more relaxed in terms of initiating a hard curbs on the lives of the people, on the activities of the people. So this has taken some kind of a negative effect, and more importantly, I should say that people became very callous. In the first wave, people thought this is something new. We need to be very much inside the houses. We need to protect ourselves. We need to protect our near and dear ones. But this time, they knew how the virus was acting, how it behaved, what was the mortality rate. Though the mortality rate in India and Karnataka stood between 1.5 and in Karnataka about 1.24 generally, this mortality rate may not have bothered too many people. So the majority of the population let their guards off. In spite of our repeated requests and guidelines, nobody bothered. But from past 1 week, after seeing the kind of surge, I think the common man or the people must have really understood what we were talking about in the last 1 month. So I feel this is the time that we need to break this chain. We all know, we have understood this is not a rocket science. To break one chain, it takes minimum of 14 days. So that 14 days, the government should understand how we should do it. What are the curbs that is absolutely essential to break this chain? Lockdown may not be the only solution in my opinion, but a kind of lockdown which will not disrupt the majority of the people, which will not disturb majority of the activities, economic activities, still we can handle this pandemic, we can control this pandemic by increasing or by adapting to the 3T philosophy of this COVID management, that is more number of testing, more number of tracking, and a kind of good treatment will yield a good result. So following these 3 regiments, we should create more number of micro containments. That is how we can bring in some control, and also we should ensure the curbs or the guidelines that is issued by the respective governments should ensure a proper implementation, stricter implementation is followed. In fact, today our High Court has also mentioned those who betray these guidelines, you should file an FIR. So this is the kind of activeness of our High Court, and I appreciate and I welcome the decision of High Court. It has strengthened our hands. At the same time, we have to increase, we have to motivate people with lot of IEC initiatives, giving lot of information, educating them, and proper communication of the facts and figures without creating any scare in one's mind. And we need to also request the kind of media to help us, which they have been helping. You people have been helping and cooperating the government's initiatives, and you have partnered with government. My only submission will be that the media should not scare people and bring only the facts, the kind of initiatives, the positive stories, the positive ways of management. We all know that we have to coexist with this virus for some more time. The vaccines, luckily under the able leadership of our Prime Minister, we have witnessed that within a record time of 10 months. So it is our privilege, it is our fortune that Indians have got, and within 87 or 88 days, we have completed inoculating almost 11 crore people. It is never heard of. If you look at Europe, if you look at any other country,
Yeah.
their way of inoculation, it is taking so much delay. But today, right from containment to this pandemic, to management of this pandemic, and to inoculation, India is really leading in every front of the COVID management under our able leadership, in my opinion.
Okay, Sudhakarji, thank you for speaking to Republic TV. In fact, I wanted to ask you a lot of questions more. Only because I'm short of time, I'll let you go. We'll get you live on Republic in the next few days and weeks as we fight this COVID battle. But I appreciate you. I won't take too much time. I know that you have a lot of work at hand. I'll let you go at this point, and we'll get you live as well in the next few days. Thank you, Sudhakar. That's the Health Minister of Karnataka joining us live on Republic TV.